Hello beautiful yogis, and welcome along to Mindful Kids Yoga in the comfort of your own home and bubble. I'm Jules, this is Tegan, this is Dylan, and this is Lola, the dog, who's going to join us for some dog yoga as well today. Thank you for popping along today. We are going to do another book. I'm going to do book yoga, and this one's by Julia Donaldson, and it's called A Squash and a Squeeze. And I thought it was quite appropriate for now, seeing as we're all at home, and we're probably all squashed and squeezed into our homes, especially because the weather is not too great at the moment. So we're all indoors and probably driving each other crazy. So just trying to find some perspective within all the craziness and just find some peace amongst our family and find our own little bit of space. So on that note, we're going to find some space in our own bodies and do some nice yoga today. So as always, it's always better to do yoga together. So if you've got animals in the house, bring them around too. If you've got big people, little people, just find a space in your house just to have a few minutes together, moving our bodies, moving our minds, and moving our breaths. Because when we do all three of those, that's our yoga. And our kids yoga, we use some nice poses to help us into the rhymes of the book too. So I don't know this book very well, so hopefully I'll be able to get through it. And yeah, let's just have some fun with it. Okay, so we're going to begin the way we always start, sitting on our bums, crossing our legs, and putting our hands to prayer in front of our chests, and just taking some space for yourself. If everything's a squash and a squeeze in our minds and our bodies, just finding space where we can let all of that out. I'm just arriving into the space today. And we're going to take 3 big deep breaths to start with. So we're going to put our hands down by our side. We're going to reach up high and breathe in, and reach out and breathe out, and reach up high, breathe in like a big giant house, and reach down and breathe out. And one more, reach up and breathe in and breathe out. And we're going to open our class today, as we always do, with one big round of Om. So I'm going to start and lead you. So I'm going to take a deep breath in and out. And a deep breath in and out to chant. Great work, everyone. Nice massage for our heads and tummies and our hearts. Those also getting a nice massage here too. Okay, we're going to start our squash and a squeeze book yoga. Okay, so we're going to start in the middle of our mat, so wherever we are at home, and we're going to get into our little old lady pose. So scrunching down to a little old lady, and a little old lady who lived all by herself. So into our house pose, jumping up into our house pose. Get tables. Let's get into our table pose. Down on our hands and knees into a table. Tabletop. Get tables and chairs, and jumping up into a chair pose. Reaching down and reaching up into a chair pose. Tables and chairs. And just had a jug on the shelf. So let's stand up and let's move from side to side like we're pouring a jug. Pouring a jug. And on the other side, a jug on the shelf. A wise old man, so reach down. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. There is not enough room in my house. Into her house pose again. And she said, jump back together. Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take in your hen, said the wise old man. Let's get into our hen pose. Kneeling down and into our hen pose, just moving our elbows out. Take in your hen, said the wise old man. Take in my hen, what a curious plan. So the hen laid an egg. Let's lay our eggs, get into our egg pose. Laid an egg by the fireside rug and flapped around, knocking over the jug. Over to one side of the jug. He knocked over the jug. And the little old lady said, what shall I do It was pokey for 1. Let's get into our warrior 1 pose. It was pokey for 1. And now it's teeny for 2, warrior 2 pose. Now moving forward, our nose is a tickle. And I'm about to sneeze. My house is a squash, it's squashing down. And a squeeze, squeezing back up again. Wise old man, that's reaching up to the sky. Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash, squashing down. And a squeeze. Take in your goat, said the wise old man. Let's get into our goat pose. So almost like we're getting into a downward dog, where we're going to make fists out of our hands like we have goat hooves. Take in my goat. Let's make noises with the goat. The goat moving. Take in my goat, said the wise old man. Take in my goat. What a curious plan. So you jumped up. The goat chewed the curtain. Let's rub our tummies. He chewed the curtain and he trod on the egg back down into our egg pose. And then what he did was he went and ate the table leg. So back into table pose. And the little old lady cried, "Glory be!" Jump on and up. Glory be! Sorry. It was tiny for 2, warrior 2 pose, tiny for 2. And now it's titchy for 3, warrior 3 or airplane pose, titchy for 3. So the hen pecked the goat, the hen moved down into a hen pose. The hen pecked the goat back into a goat pose. And the goat has got fleas. My house, jumping back up, my house is a squash, moving down, squashing, and a squeeze, moving back up again. Take in your pig, said the wise old man. Oh, let's get into our pig pose. So lying on our backs, with our knees to our chest, like we're pigs in mud. Pigs love mud. Take in your pig, said the wise old man. Take in my pig. What a glorious plan. And sitting back up. So, the pig chased the hen. Let's get into a hen pose. The pig chased the hen. That's like we're chasing a hen. Chasing a hen. Chuk, chuk. Chuk, chuk. The pig chased the hen. And he started raiding the larder again and again. And the little old lady said, "Stop, I implore." It was titchy for 3, into warrior 3. But now it's teeny for 4. Let's get on to all fours position. Teeny for 4. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house, let's jump up into our house pose. My house is a squash. Down into squash. Down. And a squeeze. Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take in your cow, said the wise old man. Let's get into cow pose. Down onto all fours and reaching our head up to the sky. Take in my cow, said the wise old man. Take in my cow. What a glorious plan. So the cow took one look and tapped out a jig. Everybody standing up. A jig is like a dance, so we're going to go into dancer pose. And tapped out a jig. And the little, I'm going to dancer on the other side too, just to stretch out our other leg. And the little old lady said, "Heavens alive!" It was teachy for 4, back down into all fours. And now it's weenie for 5. Lifting our hands up to make 5. I'm tearing my hair out. I'm down on my knees, my house. It's reaching up into our house pose. House is a squash, moving our hands together and moving down again. A house is a squash and a squeeze. What are they going to do next?
This is squeeze.
Take them all out, said the wise old man. Take them all out. Let's back down onto our knees and let's open our leg to the side like we're opening the door. Take them all out, but then I'll be back to where I first began. So the woman opened the gate. I'm going to open the other side, open the gate. And she let out the hen, moving back, and let out the hen. She said, "That's better. I can sneeze again." again. And then to shoot out the goat. Let's get up into our goat pose again. Shoot out the goat. Moving our hands like a goat. And she shoved out the pig. Sit down onto our hands and knees and moving into our pig pose. Back. Our knees to our chest and rolling around in the pig pose. That's great, she said. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. Let's jump into a big giant white house. Feel pretty big. Then she huffed and she puffed and she let out the cow, back into cow pose. Reaching up her head to the sky. My house is beginning to feel enormous. Let's jump up again. Enormous now. Making a big wide into our enormous house. Thank you, she said to the wise old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for 5, but now it's gigantic for 1, into warrior 1. There's no need to grumble and no need to grouse. Let's reaching up. There's plenty of room here in my house. So now she is full of frolics and fiddly-dees. That's almost like a dancer pose again. Fiddly-dees. Let's get into our dancer. Now she's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. And dancer on the other side. Her house isn't a squash. Let's move him down a squash. It isn't a squash. Or a squeeze. Well done, everyone. We're going to lie down onto our backs now and get into our relaxation pose. Come on over here, Lolly. You can come over here. You can lie down. Good job. Lie down into our relaxation. Let's just rest where we are. And just get all that lovely energy that we've just had. And just rest in that energy. And just thinking about that story. About how we always want more. We always think we haven't got enough. But if we look around, we can see that we have just exactly what we need. And if your house is beginning to feel like a squash and a squeeze, maybe just taking some deep breaths. And finding some space in your house that you can use just for you. And realizing we have everything we need right inside of us. And using this time now to connect with our families and enjoy the time together. As we take one big deep breath in and out, we're going to roll over onto one side. I'm going to sit up onto our bums. And we're going to finish the way we always started, with one big round of So when we're ready, we're going to take a deep breath in and out. And a deep breath in and out to chant. Thank you, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that. From our little bubble to yours, we will say namaste and thank you. We'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.